Just listen. I end up inside several times. The first runs through, they understand I'm not there for any good purpose whatsoever. They floated it. No one's doing anything. They're like, don't change it. She knows the man. That's going to be the man. She's knowing the big chief. All for Obama. Meanwhile, in one room, what they're doing is getting their workout on. She has said to those boys, the white guys who collared her, the white ones that are on the bike path, those guys that she spread them for one day, 35 times a day for 45 years, 35,000 a year once, named Ooh Solala. And then, of course, you guys who are just so cool, you just want to, why not? And then the guys who are like, I get it. I don't know if I like either of them, but I gravitate towards maybe that one and build from there, maybe, if I build. Otherwise, a chat. You make me nervous. Nervous. Do you have a cigarette? You make me nervous. Okay, moving along. The second time they get recidivized, I've got a picture of a girl with me. She mailed in with a whole bunch of envelopes. All hands rest, like she was waiting diligently to find some way to get to a point. Measuring out her time, and we were going to get back together and see what was happening. Very happy little letters for the most part. But one day, you can see that the guy's like, why is he back in the machine? Why is he back here? What do you mean? I know I seen him over there at the other place. What do you mean? Oh, give me your phone. I won't have it until I go to WIA. All right. 4 hours later. On the outside, what's going on, Sarah? On the inside, shh, not the, oh my gosh, I never knew so much. But shh, literally, there's no sound other than, Homa! Yeah, Bruno! Hi, Homa! We're gonna get it done. Yeah, Bruno. All right, I get over there with the supers in a minute. Hey, what's up? What happened to that thing? What thing? TV time! Yards open! 200 people, and then one person's like, are you going outside today, Scott? And I'm like, no, I'm sitting in my wheelchair reading. Okay. Scott, we really need you to go outside today. We're doing a yard kick out. Everybody goes out. Everybody out. I was just going to get my shower on. Yeah, we'll let you back in first, okay? Go on outside now. All right. Whoosh. But I'm not demented. I've just had, like, stress things. I've been, like, seizing up. Like, my body is, like, having a nervous reaction with the medication. It's not doing great, all right? So I'm kind of like, ugh, and I fall out of my chair a couple times. Not grand mal seizures. They're medicated side effect seizures. Marijuana doesn't tend to make me do that. I mean, huge amounts, I fall asleep. But that's it. I usually don't fall down. Now, one day the guy's like, listen, we'd like to do this if you're really serious about helping us out there and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty serious. Are you guys really serious? They're like, 2 out of 4 of us are pretty all right on it. You know, legitimizing is hard to do. I'm like, I know you're not stupid. I'm not trying to make fun of you. And that sound there is like not an Italian guy. It's like a Mexican guy or a German guy or a dark-complected guy I talk to. Sometimes I just shout about it every so often. And other times I was really quiet and just sat there and read my stuff and did my writing. And they were actually into it, a lot of it. But whatever. It didn't matter. I was doing something else very legal. It's a legal firm. It's practice. I've been working on it for about, well, since 2002. Without the sheriff's deputies, evidently. Now, add to this that I don't really like you to see what I look like very often. And I don't like you to do my tracking or my face or anything like that, but I'm not going to change my voice for you. All right? Now, why is that? Because I actually was always going to go work on my doctoral work, my thesis, education and parenting. I'm kind of into it even though I didn't realize it was a parent. Now that I know I'm a parent, I'm kind of just like, screw it, I don't care. This is how I am. Okay? But on the other side of it, I'm kind of like, wow, you're always watching me. That's what you fools are talking about. Why didn't you just come up and say, I know you're my daddy and I'm going to ask you to take me to ice cream when I'm 18. But right now they never want me to talk to me again and they said I could do this just once. Bye. And she runs away and you'd be like, huh? What the fuck was that? Anyhow, they're doing their workout because she says, they photographed me. You're going to be working for the man and they photographed you, huh? All right, girl, come here. We're going to do this. Just lie down on your side. They already started. We're going to take it over. It's going to be a mess. But we're going to be all right with it. Huh? Boom. That's one day. The next day, though, they're like, oh, so we saw you switch color. Now, why at this point in time, she didn't go, we're not going to school today. Clink! Gets on the phone on the way down. Clink! I'm coming in hot, 10-year-old. We declare we need AMNESTY at once. Got to do a show. Gotcha. Bye. And we're over it. Come on in. Okay. Now, why is that? Maybe she was hanging out with some unusual friends one day and they hacked the network system with Chris's number, and she actually attempted to pull something out like that, and they're like, we know somehow how you got this number. Now that's why the security people underneath see me coming in hot like that, and they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, but you don't know I already called you guys like this. They're like, what? That's a security number. Now they're like, Sean, how did they happen to have that if you're just a humble escort service? Ooh. Ooh. Plot thickens. Now it breaks. A broken sauce? You're not a master chef no more. You're a broke out of work motherfucker flipping fucking patties and french fries. If you talk about it, you're not even doing that, huh? Ooh. Now you talk like that in a prison, people are like, that's cool. If you think you're hearing orders in and out of prison without the WIA exchange from a guy who went through with a white shirt and a rep tie on for the state and said, all right, here, pass your WIA. Let me see you do it. That's it. All right. And he turns around and he says, I think I've seen that before. I would attest to the fact that I'm not sure if I saw him do that in a laundry or not. If you can't germinate, and I mean really get that SMS text message with all them phone cards in there and shit like that, you can't get one of them phones to actually give you that text message that comes from that phone where they're like, I'll take that to fucking court. You best motherfuckers not ever fucking put my name up against anything like that. Ever. Now, if they put me in there and say, we're going to handle it this way, we're going to make it into Attica, you're not going to have to do much, but don't push your luck, or we'll be first to have to do this thing. Of course. You're always going to have to walk out, though, because you're going to need to take care of them. We're going to make sure that at least one of you get out and we got our concessions. That's all we want is concessions. We do this from time to time. You understand? I'd be like, you can't ever say that to me again. They're like, we never said it to you once. We have no day and time record of anything like that ever occurring in any place you ever stayed, and quite the opposite, actually. So we were willing to take a few chances, seeing as how you were showing us you were willing to take a few chances. That's the guys on the floor who can say on days and times they had to make a note that he seems to want to them to know he feels like he's in a noose in some control on this floor. I was just in an 88 thing, and I'm like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to see it. I know something happened. One guy comes by, and he says, oh, that's nice what you want to do. That's good. You got an outdate? All of a sudden, it changes from, hey, you're going to help us to, oh, you got an outdate? You know why? Because between the WIA that really came in and the exchange the next day, they're like, she won't be the same. They come up in there that night and broke her in the roost. What do we say to him? Nothing. Don't change it. He'll learn. One day he'll learn. Hello? Hello, you must have what? How many years ago did this happen where you had a night where you allowed it to trajectory into fucked up, where you could have all driven down en masse to Cedar Sinai and said, we demand that you help us with this, we know this man's name, and drop these two names. And they would have probably looked at you and said, one moment, please. But not you. You're so illegal. You're afraid every fucking thing you could do to fix the problem legally is going to get you arrested because you're that fucking contrary to the system. Which means you're the perfect candidate for the one walk around fucking up to the goddamn thing and make a goddamn news show. You'll be like Greta Van Susteren. They make you boo overnight. You know what I'm saying? But not you guys. Oh no, you're going to come up the old school scrapping way. And it don't color mind. The whole system don't give a shit about the color. Either you're black and gray or you're not. It's news or you're not news. If you're not news, what are you? News of. News of is fucked up. News of fucked upness. News of the weird. News of murder today. News of, in these news blocks we have da 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 da. That's the two parts. Because they don't like to say da-da-da-da-da, which is mommy and daddy making you laugh, or teachers having a good day with them. Okay? That's where you're like, I don't know what the day is. I can't, come on, congratulations on your new job. When you say there's no curriculum in it, I think you're adding insult to injury because one of the other captains out there, not you, who didn't want to run for the job that you ran for because you went running scared from the Senate when they said, you know what? It looks like you're jacking up one of them jackaboos. And it means to them, the jackaboos, scratch out the boo who's a Syrian Kennedy kind of guy, the one that they gravitate to. Because they love it inside when they're like, it's not about complexion, is it? No, it's called flavor. Because if you're white, you go over to the whites and you say, you ever see old yonder? Hey, he talk like this, don't he? Flavor. But over there earlier today, he said, hey, flavor. When you keep saying flavor, and they gotta call me over there and shit. If I say flavor, and you hear it on the floor somehow, you're gonna be pissed off if I'm mimicking you. It's a sign of flattery. That's it. That's all, just flattery, but it's gonna sound to them like something stupid until I look at them and turn them around a little bit and give them the flattery. You know what I mean, flavor? Yeah. And I look at the other one real fast, I'm like, you're not as hung as him, but hey, you got the idea the same way? Shit, just in case you need it. Tino, what do you think? Paisa? No say. All right, no say. Yeah, sure, right. Okay. You're not hung the same way either. I'm out of here. You guys are too much. That's getting all like towels off when I know you can't see me, but you can see me. That's why she says don't date someone from prison to the other she. Isn't that right, Christopher?